All right, ladies and gentlemen, part 2 video for your nonfiction unit project. This is your research paper. You should have watched part 1 video of steps 2 through 4, and today we're going to do part 2 for steps 5 through 8. So, nonfiction unit project, here are your instructions. Here's what you're being asked to do. And like I said, today we're going to do steps 5 through 6. So today we're going to turn the work, the websites that you picked out in step 4 into your works cited list. We are going to complete step 6, where we organize and outline your essay in a sentence outline. If you do step 6 properly and you write out your sentence outline in complete sentences, then step 7 is merely just getting rid of all your bullet points. Okay. And then step 8, I just want you to kind of take a step back after you've drafted your essay, put it down for a little while, and then come back and give it one more good read through before turning it in. Okay. And we'll go through how to turn it in today as well. So let's scroll down to step 5 and let's get started here. Oh, shoot. I forgot my slide. Hang on one second, guys. Okay, there's my slide. Sorry. So like I said, ladies and gentlemen, step 5 is going to start with creating your citations. So I linked here 3 different citation websites that you can use. And I am now going to pull up mine and walk you through this process. So I believe we've looked at this before, earlier this semester. I like to use CiteFast. I've used it all throughout college. It never failed me, never let me down. Really easy system to use, pretty straightforward, and I don't have to do a lot of extra work. So what I do is, you can see on the left-hand side here, I've got my website links pulled up. I'm clicked on web page for CiteFast, and so now it wants me to copy and paste the URL. And so when I do that, it gives you please verify and modify information below as needed. You'll see that there are some blank spots, things that we'll need to fill in before I can click this Save Citation button. So let's go back over here and let's go to my website and let's check and see what else I need. I don't see an author. Is there one listed with the document? There is. The date it was modified, 12/14/2018. Publisher or sponsor is The Guardian. Date accessed, and I can just click today. And now all of my dialog boxes are filled in, and I can click Save Citation. Okay. I'm going to do a couple more of these with you so that you can see, or I'm going to do one more with you so you can see, again, what I'm looking at and how I know where to fill in what. So copy and paste my website over here, hold my website up on the left. I am still looking for author's name, date modified, publisher, and an access date. So I do not see an author's name, but we do have the Washington Post listed. Date last modified was the 21st of February in 2017. Publisher or sponsor, we can put the news, ELA staff. And again, guys, for me, all of this information is right here below my article title and image. For some of you, that information may be across the top part of the website, or it may be listed all the way down at the bottom of the website as like a copyright date. Okay, so you'll have to look around your websites a little bit. Each website treats it differently. It just depends on the kind of source that you're looking at. So again, I'm going to click Save Citation here and then move on to my next one. All right, so now that I have all 4 of my websites keyed into my system here, I'm going to make this screen a little bit bigger so that you guys can see what's going on here. Now, once you have all your websites listed, if you'll go down here and hit copy paste, it'll pull up the entire works cited page the exact way it needs to look in your document. So works cited is centered, but it is not underlined or italicized. It does not need to be. You have this to the far left. The first line of each citation is to the far left. And then every line underneath that in the citation is indented 1 space to the right. So you can hit select all here. And if you will copy it, and let's go back to a Word document. I can now paste it. So when I pasted it, some of you may run into the same problem. You'll see it didn't keep the indents in place where they need to be. That's fine. You can do them yourselves. So the only thing you'll need to do is go to the first line of the citation, hit backspace. It'll make it left align. Go to the beginning of the second line, hit enter, and then hit tab. Then I can go to my third line, hit enter, fourth line, hit enter, and do the same process over again. Again, if you would like me to do this with you, all you have to do is send me an email and say, hey, Ms. Taylor, can you help me out with this? And I will schedule a time for us to be on your Google document together, and I can leave you comments and walk you through how to do this and make sure that you're doing it the right way for yourself, okay? So you've got your works cited page done now. So we have completed step 5. Another thing I like about this particular website is I could click this in-text button and it'll show me my in-text citation. So you guys noticed this when I did the first part 1 video and I had my answers to my research questions. My in-text citations were already done because this is the website I used. So when I go to write my paper, and you guys should have put the title of the article here, you'll need to replace that with the appropriate in-text citation, okay? So if you use this website, it makes everything for you. It creates the in-text citation. There's no guesswork. You don't have to worry about it. It'll show you how to get this done correctly, okay? So make sure that after you've created your works cited page, you go back up here to step 4 and you go through your answers to your research questions and you put the appropriate in-text citation in. It'll save you some time later on down the road. Now that we're done with step 4, let's go to, or step 5, I'm sorry, let's go to step 6. We did the TAPIA format earlier this semester. I believe we would have been talking about the novel unit, and we wrote our in-class timed essay. So just like we did back then, your paragraph has 5 sentences to it. And so when you do your outline, you have your 5 sentences in your body paragraphs for your outline. So you start with your paragraph label, whether it's introduction, body paragraph 1, body paragraph 2, 3, 4, whatever the case may be, or the conclusion. And then you have your 5 different sentences that are in that paragraph. Okay, so I'm going to go back to my sample paper now and scroll down to my outline. So remember your TAPIA for your sentence outline. And those are your sentences. I will go back into the nonfiction notes here. Matter of fact, I will do it right now. Okay, so I went back and found our TAPIA notes. So you have those as a reminder for your sentence outline of your paper. And like I said, guys, if you do this and you do it right, you're going to make your life a whole lot easier when it comes to actually drafting your essay. So I start with body paragraph 1. I have my topic sentence. My topic sentence is going to be about food waste. I have to make my point, and then I have my evidence from my source. Because this is a research paper, I want to have multiple sources supporting my question or supporting my answer, my topic, whatever I'm discussing. So right here, when we're in the novel unit, we only put one sentence here. Completely okay to put 2 and 3 quotes here. Just make sure that when we transfer this over into our actual draft for our essay, you flow in and out of these quotes and you don't just stack them on top of each other without any kind of connecting ideas or thoughts or phrases. All right. I elaborate on the sources, meaning I explain them out a little bit more, provide context, tell my reader what they mean, and then I support it. And I kind of drive my paper forward. Okay, I've established that food waste is a problem. Now I'm going to go into like another part of food waste and ask the question of who's involved and why are they involved or how are they involved. So again, I have my topic sentence. What is my paragraph going to mainly be about? My point, establishing why it is important to talk about this topic, evidence from my source that support the importance of this problem, my explanation and elaborating, and the support of that topic moving me forward into the next part of my paper. And I have 4 main ideas. So I have 4 body paragraphs, an introduction paragraph, and then my conclusion. And so once I've went through my entire outline and I have addressed all of the main ideas that I put into my graphic organizer, and I've answered all of my questions that I put in my KWL chart, I am now ready for the process of drafting my essay. So in this sample, I did not write out incomplete sentences the way that I should have. So when I got to step 7 in drafting my essay, I had to actually do a little bit more work as far as writing out the essay, transition words and phrases, flow, organization, putting everything together so it doesn't look like I just put choppy phrases and words together. And so that's what those notes there say. Don't forget your MLA format, Times New Roman, double spaced, no extra spacing between paragraphs, 12-point font, 1-inch margins all the way around, page number, last name in the header, the MLA heading to your paper, introductory clauses and quotes for my evidence and my sources, transition phrases, no personal pronouns, I, me, you, we. You got to get rid of those. This is a formal academic research paper. And then watch your punctuation. Make sure that it is appropriate around your quotes. So we're right here. Now, if you'll follow me along, I will show you how to format your paper for MLA. First, you're going to want to hit Control-A, highlight everything in your paper. Go to your text box up here. Make sure everything is set to Times New Roman. It is 12-point font. And if you'll go to this button, it's the little arrow pointing up and down with the lines next to it. It says line spacing. Go ahead and click custom spacing. Cancel that one, actually. Click double first. And then once you click double, then I want you to go to custom spacing and make sure that before and after they both say 0. And then you can hit apply. Okay. Now to check your margins, you're going to hit File, Page Setup, Orientation is Portrait, and make sure all of these say 1. And that's 1-inch margins all the way around. You can now click OK. And the last thing we need to do is insert your header. So if you'll go to Insert, Headers and Footers, actually go to Insert Page Number. And when you hit Insert Page Number, click this first one on the left here. That way it numbers all of your pages. And then I want you to write your last name in front of that number. So whatever, it doesn't matter whichever page you're on when you do this, it'll apply to all. And I can now click out of that and scroll up, and I can see that all of my page numbers are numbered. If you try to do this manually, you are probably going to mess up the numbering. So make sure you do what I just did, insert page number, click the first one at the top left. And then the only thing you have to do is type in your name. Once you type in your name on one page, it will appear on all of the pages. And you're done. Okay? And then I have my paper. So I used my sentence outline, I made full sentences, I used my introductory phrases in front of my quotes from my articles and my sources, transition phrases at the beginning of my paragraphs, punctuation after the in-text citation and outside of the quotation mark. And my works cited page has been copy and pasted at the end of my paper. And then once you're done, like I said, guys, give it a day, take some time away from it, and then come back and reread it one more time. Ask a parent or a sibling or somebody in your house with you to read it. Maybe they'll catch something you didn't. And guys, we're going to turn this in to Canvas. And that's going to be the last thing that I show you. So I'm going to click on English 1 and go to my student view. And I can see it's over here on my to-do list on the right-hand side, nonfiction unit project. And this is what's going to pop up. Hopefully it doesn't say Turnitin error for you guys. It's doing that because I'm not a real student in this class. But all you're going to do is upload a file just like you would for a normal Canvas assignment. Okay. Again, if you have questions, guys, email me. Do not wait until 11:52 p.m. Friday, May 1st to try to turn this paper in, because at 11:55, I'm not answering your email. I will answer it on Monday morning. So get it done early, get it turned in case anything happens or anything comes up, and we will not have to worry about anything. And that's going to be it, guys. So this is your nonfiction unit project. Those are your notes. I also put screenshots in here of how to do some of this formatting stuff. And then turning in your research paper is obviously on Canvas. And it does say turn it into, you're going to get that little dialog box for the turn it in report. This is just the plagiarism checker, and it's got my rubric already built into it, so it's super easy to grade and get you guys feedback. All right. If you've got any questions, guys, let me know. These videos are up well in advance to give you plenty of time to get this research paper done by May 1st. All right.